before the dawn of time. Before the dawn of time, it was a man's world. That's the saying that a lot of people like to bring up in it from back in the day. Like, it's a man's world. Everything's very man-made. That's
because men built the world.
Yeah, but for me, it's like condition of the mind. See it from my perspective. I did psychology, so I believe that everything is like some form of like interjectory. It's like planting a seed. It's going to grow. If I'm always surrounded by male counterparts in power, if I'm always being told that a male is the one that's meant to hold me down, you know, protect me, like a male is meant to be, you know, my version of God, essentially, because he's meant to be my everything at this point. This is the society that they built up on. We've created a modernized...
But women couldn't do it. There's no society...
Not to say that we couldn't. We wasn't given a chance
No, we were. We could have done it just like the men did it. But like, no, but wait, but no society that stood... Wait, stop. Do not interrupt me. No society that has stood the test of time was run by women. Women had just as much opportunity as men.
At a point, I believe they might have not.
And men still run the world. I mean, they run our whole infrastructure. If men disappeared tomorrow, like, the lights would go out, the plumbing would stop. Where if women disappeared, they would be fine.
No, it's possible to an extent, but the point that I'm trying to make is that imagine if you're only being surrounded by male energy. You're not going to know any difference to then.
Yeah,
to
but
turn
I
to
want to
the male
know.
energy.
I want to know.
That's why the statistics given more prominent male. Do you get it? Because everyone's been surrounded by males. If you was forced to be in a female, you know.
I am. We live like okay. So
management-wise, we're talking about management.
No, but I'm talking about consent. I'm talking about census and getting a demographic of people. I want to know how the fact that men are there, like what you say, make 60,000 women, or the census say that actually working for women creates me more problems. I want to know what has men done to make women say, actually, if I work for a woman, I don't actually like it as much.
60,000.
60,000.
Men are attracted to women. So, of course, women are going to have a better working experience working for men. Women are attracted to men.
And the sky is blue.
And the statistic supports that says that women prefer having a male as a boss.
It's equal, but the only difference is that women don't like working for women. They like working for men. Men say, I don't care.
Do you know, I feel like men have a certain approach, like we were saying, women and men are very different in the workplace. And I feel like their approaches are different. So maybe males tend to like interact with women in a more like, you know, they understand the nature of women. Do you get it?
Hiring people has actually like kind of put me like understand like why there's more men in leadership positions and positions of power. Because I found like the best paid jobs and the high like jobs like women don't want to do. Because they're stressful. So like I'll give you an example. So my recruiter, like that's probably one of the highest paid jobs I have. That's a really hard job to get that many people in. Like I need 20 to 50 girls 4 days a week. That's really hard and it's stressful because if you don't get me guests, like the whole show fails. So it's paid well, but it's also high stress. Yeah. But I had my roommate Jess. I said, you would make way more money. You can do this job. She did it for a week. She said, you can't pay me to do this. This sucks. And when I brought the job to my team, no one on my team wanted to do it. And it's like they could make double what they're making at their jobs that they do, but it's hard.
Are you sure I agree, but that may be a little bit of law of average as well. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Law of average of like, obviously it would have been a waste of time and money. That's why you wouldn't have gone the route of law and average. But if you tried more and more girls, you would have stumbled across one that could handle it. You didn't like the person you chose.
I'm not saying that like no women can do it. That's not what I'm saying. Like I would kill. I used to do recruiting. I would kill. Oh my god, I would kill the recruiting. But like I just think in general, women don't want to do those jobs. Like across the board, like women don't want the super high stress jobs.
No, but see,
and even like oil rigs, right? Like that's a 6-figure job you can do right away. How many of y'all want to go work on an oil rig?
No, my nails are fresh.
You couldn't pay me they could pay me $300K a year. You would not catch me on an oil rig.
That goes back to like it's a man's world. A lot of things were started from men doing a lot of. Do you know what I'm saying?
Those
actions.
No, I think
I
think women just don't want to do hard jobs.
I feel like we just don't want to do something that doesn't serve us well. I feel like for myself, I don't mind doing a job that can be a bit, intense, but it needs to serve me well. I feel like some women don't feel like they're being served well.
So 100 grand. So you could work on the nights on the trains, engineering on train. You know, guys in the orange and that, yeah.
Yeah.
You can. There's nothing stopping you from doing that job. Nothing from you can make 100K doing that job. Yeah. It doesn't. How can 100K not serve you well?
Not to say that 100K is not serving me well, but do I want to be bending and straining my back long term for how many years? That's going to give me long-term, health
But men don't have that choice.
Right.
You do, because you don't have that job.
No, but if we don't do, okay, wait. So let me do that. No. But if we don't do that job, you cannot catch a train. Wait. No. Because this what you're doing. There's another guy that will, but you won't do it. But you could, but you won't.
I would do something else.
No, but this is
okay. But this is the point. This is the point when I said like women don't want to build the world because like even no. But I'm saying like you said.
But you're picking.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
This is what I'm saying. Like in society, like you were saying, it's cultural, right? And like because women didn't see like women in positions of power, it's all influence. But even today, when we have every opportunity, women still don't want to do it. They don't want to do the hardest jobs, which put your body on the line.
Of course, like I said, that was one of the things that I did say.
And even I used to interview. There was a point where I interviewed top executives. I just decided I wanted more rich friends, and it's kind of funny. You can call them up.
Girl power.
Yeah. I decided I was like my friend group too broke. And so what I did was I like to network. This is when I was 22. I just called them up and said I'm 22. I want to learn. And like I talked to like top executives at billion-dollar companies, and you could just see the toll. Like, because they've been working on their face, seriously. They look so tired. They look so burned out because they've been working 80 hours a week for 30, 40 years. Who wants to do that? You couldn't pay me to work that much.
Pearl, I think subconsciously...
just quickly say, I think it's also, we need to acknowledge that it's sort of like a generational trauma thing, because if you saw your dad working 80 hours and you know that your granddad did that, and then that's the generation that you came from.
No, there's no trauma. No trauma. My dad loves it. He still works. My dad wouldn't be who he was without working.
Maybe not generational trauma, just a generational pattern, shall we say, that when you see, because we lead by example as parents, so we sort of are conditioned, whether it's negatively or positively, to sort of go into the same sort of roles as our parents. It's when we break those patterns and go off and do different things that's like a little bit strange.
No, it's just I make observations, and I like, again, my dad has friends that are in similar fields and him like do as well as he does, and I'm just saying women, I promise, women don't want to do
because the women don't
roles.
see it. Exactly, I agree with you on that.
Yeah,
because again, they've seen their generations of patterns with maybe the home, what was the word? Homemakers. They've seen the homemakers, or they've seen, the women in their family in certain roles. And then because they've been, again, like learning
how
from...
How old are these people? We've been able to work since the 70s.
Actually, they say that it takes like 2 decades for like a change to be implemented in society, like fully. So I do still think we are changing They
started entering the workforce at World War II. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just think that it's going to take more time if women want these big jobs, and they probably won't want the more physical ones that they're not able to do. But I think it will just take longer for women to have those higher roles, maybe.
So why is it that when countries where women have more choice, the pay gap increases, it doesn't decrease? So if you make a list of countries, so like let's say Saudi Arabia, women have less choice, and we say in more, what is it? It's Eastern Europe.
Eastern European?
No, not Eastern European. It's there's one country where it's like, but okay, let's take the U.S. They're more free. They're more free, right? So when you look at countries that are more free, the pay gap increases. It doesn't decrease, and you get more women being nurses and more men being doctors rather than decreasing. Why do you think that is? If it's like a generational thing?
Subconsciously, for me, I don't have kids, but I already feel like that's going to be the hardest job on earth. So I'm just like, I'm going to let the men do the rest, because carry what? Carry the child. Do what? No, my titty is sore. So I'm happy to be on this side of stuff. I'm happy. I'm okay. I can dip my toe in over there. I can carry a little one. Oh, here you go, darling. Sorry, I can carry a one thing for you. I can help, but like, I think subconsciously, whether I'm conditioned or not, I just feel like giving birth and being a mum, that is for life. I'm I don't know, but I feel like that's gonna be harder.
That's the job that holds us
like
home.
I'm the physical portal to the physical, and okay, guys, you can take over. Thank you. I don't want
well, half of women are in our generation aren't going to have kids. 50% of women that are hit 30 are single and childless, and they're predicting that 45% of women between the ages of 25 and 45 aren't going to have kids.
Why is that?
Because feminism's on the rise.
Because I think women, they can't find a guy they can't get a guy that they want to have kids with.
Interesting.
I think it's because feminism's on the rise. I think that's a part of it. I think the not having kids and the title of this question, in fact, can modern women be men? It's all due to the rise of feminism.
There are so many reasons, though.
Yeah. I think all of those reasons are connected to the rise of
the other reasons
feminism
be that are connected to feminism?
Well,
apart from feminism, why else are women not having children from 24?
They can't afford it in a lot of places.
They're predicting between 25 to 45 and 50% of women that and 50% of women that hit 30 are single and childless.
Because it's okay to not want to.
Yeah, except the women over the ages of 45 with no kids or family are rated the least happy.
Well, I mean, maybe we're catching up. Yeah. We're catching up.
Yeah, but can I just say something? But that probably goes down to when you see older guys getting with younger girls. Is that because they're miserable?
It's because they don't want to date women their age.
That mean what?
Because the women their age are miserable.
I mean, one through. So